everyone, and welcome to Let's Build a Block of Brooklyn Townhouses or Brooklyn Apartments Part 6. In this part I'm just going to finish the apartment that is meant to be for a fortune teller sim or a hippie sim, or I guess both. But yeah, I only had to do the kitchen and the bathroom. Those were the only two things left to do, so I will only do those two rooms in this part, and in the next part I'm thinking about doing one of the basement apartments, and I'm thinking about going with a more industrial style because I don't know, I want to do something very different from this apartment, because this apartment was definitely not my style, and I want to do something a bit more modern now. But yeah, and actually about this apartment, when I opened the game to do the kitchen and the bathroom, I realized that I wasn't happy with the living room, but in the comments people like it, so I'm not going to change it. And if I am changing things all the time, then I'm never going to finish this build, because it's pretty big in the sense that has a lot of small homes. So I'm going to try and not change things the most that I can. So yeah, the living room is going to stay as it is. And yeah, but right now I'm doing the kitchen, and as you can see I did use bricks in the kitchen, but I used wallpaper from Late Night that is divided in 3 parts, and I made the lower 2 ones brick and the one on the top white color, like a paint instead of bricks, because I didn't want it to have everything being brick, because that was a little bit too much. So I ended up using just 2 squares, if that makes any sense, of brick. And this kitchen, it's actually very small. It was hard for me to lay out the appliance and the counters, and that's because Sims cannot use the counters in the corner to cook, so I couldn't use those as blank space for them to cook. So it was very hard. I don't remember what I did. I'm not sure if I just didn't put in any sink, or if I put in a sink. I don't remember, to be honest, but yeah, I remember that I had that problem. As you can see right now, I only have 2 counters, and one it's in the corner, so I cannot use that one. And if I put in a counter in any other place, an extra counter, then Sims cannot walk and do what they need to do to reach the fridge and the oven. So yeah, I don't remember if I just don't put in a sink, or if I put and Sims don't have a place to cook. I think I did put in a sink for the sake of the screenshots. I wasn't sure. I think I did put in a sink. I'm not even sure if I'm going to put in screenshots, because it's a Let's Build. You normally don't need screenshots. I only put in screenshots when my commentary it's a bit longer than the video. Then I put in the screenshots just to fill more time. If you guys never realized why some videos have screenshots and others don't in the Let's Build series, because in normal houses I always put in screenshots. But yeah, I think I put in a sink for the sake of having a sink in the screenshots, but I think I deleted it after that, so your Sims can do everything they need, because it's The Sims. Like, if you don't have a sink in the kitchen, you can use the sink in the bathroom, and because this is a very small house, the bathroom is not that far. It's like just a few meters away. So yeah, I think in the end I didn't put in any sink, but I don't really remember. And I was trying to create a very, I don't know, hippie kitchen, if that makes any sense. I was trying to have like a lot of products showing. I didn't want it to have everything closed in cabinets. I think that's a little bit more modern, and I didn't want it that. But yes, I played a lot with the shelf the shelves. As you can see, wasn't easy. Definitely not the kitchen. The bathroom was a bit more easier, especially because I already know how to lay out things in a small place, because the last apartment had a very small bedroom, and this one I think it has the same size, so it was easier for me to do the bathroom. But the kitchen, as you can see, the video is a bit long. I think it has around 25 minutes, around that, and I only did the kitchen and the bathroom, so as you can see, I did spend a lot of time in the kitchen, even though this is only sped up like 2, maybe 3 times. As you can see, I'm going very slowly. I may have only sped it up 3 times, 2 times, maybe only 2 times, but yeah, I did play a lot with the shelves. I'm looking at it now, and I did play really a lot with the shelves, but because I wanted to have like little products and baked goods and stuff like that showing, didn't want to use cabinets and little herbs and stuff like that, because I remember this apartment was a request, and one of the characteristics was that the apartment should have a lot of plants. So I decided that in the kitchen it would make sense to have like plants, like little herbs and stuff like that. And I did put in the peppers in this kitchen. I thought that it would make sense to have it in this kitchen. But yeah, I guess the sim that lives here, even though it doesn't have a complete kitchen because it doesn't have a sink in the kitchen, really likes to cook because it has a lot of herbs and little things. So yeah, don't really know what else to say. I think that I should have sped it up a little bit more because I'm going really slow in this video. I'm still basically putting in the decorations in the shelves, and yeah, this kitchen actually has a lot of little details and stuff like that. I did put in like plants hanging from the roof in the kitchen as well. Just made sense to me, and as you can see, I'm putting bottles and that kind of stuff in the shelves, just trying to put in a lot of detail in the kitchen, since it's a more hippie kitchen, I guess, and it's a small place. I don't know, it just kind of is what I have in mind when I think about hippie kitchen in more like industrial kind of, not industrial, but more urban building in the middle of the city. That's kind of what I think. And by the way, that towel there, it's not supposed to be a bathroom towel. I placed it there to be a kitchen towel, and I'm going to make the fabric look like it's for a kitchen. At least I hope it looks like it is for a kitchen. I think it does. The squares really help it, and at this point you might have realized that I went with red color scheme for this kitchen, in the sense that some of the decorations have red in it, like the kitchen towel and the little cup with all the spoon and all the other things that you use to cook with. And here I was trying to put in a sink. I was really trying. I wanted a kitchen sink in the kitchen, but it just wasn't working. I tried putting sheets to make it snap against the wall, but then Sims couldn't go to the fridge, and it would maybe glitch the door. So I just tried a lot and it didn't work out, and I was just looking at it and thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to fit a sink in here? And even if I put in the fridge in that corner, as you can see right now, I still only have one counter that is functional because the other two are corner counters. And even if one of them is not a corner counter like it is right now, two of them are usable. The fridge is in front of one of them, so you cannot use that. So it still doesn't work. But yeah, I didn't find a way to have the sink there. I think I left it, like I said before, for the photos, but in the end I deleted it outside of the filming. So yeah. And here I was trying to place the fridge. I don't know what I was doing because clearly the fridge doesn't work like that in that position. But I just wanted to have a part where your Sims could cook, because they cannot cook on tables and they cannot cook on corner counters, which doesn't make any sense. They should be able to cook on corner counters, but they can't. I think in The Sims 4 they can. That's actually one of the... I'm not sure, but I think they can, and that's actually a good thing because it makes sense that Sims are able to cook and, you know, corner counters, because you can do that in real life. And here I'm basically doing I'm starting to doing the bedroom, and I'm going to copy the layout of the other bedroom that I did in the last part, not in the last part, 2 parts ago I think, because it is the same size, so it makes sense for me to copy the layout so everything works. And yeah, because that's important. You don't want to play in a house where some things don't work. That's never a good thing. But yeah, I really think that I'm going to do a more industrial apartment next. At least is what I have in mind, and the layout and everything. I have in mind a more industrial thing. Honestly, I don't remember what I did with the bathroom. I have no idea. I did this a while ago. I just didn't did the commentary until now, so I don't really remember what I did with the bathroom. It's not that white. I know that I didn't left it like that white. I'm going to change it, but I don't remember to what. What am I going to do? I did add a shower and a toilet and a sink, that I'm sure of it, but the rest I don't really remember. Interesting. And by the way, guys, I remember that the last part I kind of ended a little bit abruptly. Like I answered my question like really fast because I didn't have a lot of time left. So I'm going to talk about it and explain it better because I didn't explain it at all. The last question was about the kind of house where I would like to live, and I said that I would actually like to live in a container home or container house, and that's because I explained the part of where I prefer gardens now more than apartments. And what I mean with gardens is houses with gardens more than apartments, because I actually came to realize that I like dogs way too much to have an apartment. I would still have dogs even if I lived in an apartment, but it's more useful to have a garden or to live in a house with a garden when you do have dogs. So yeah, maybe that would be better. And if I would have a house with a garden, I would like to live in a container, because I really like the idea of living in a small cozy home. I'm not a person that is into really big houses. So I would prefer to live in a container home, and I don't know, kind of doing a lot of things myself, like the furniture and the things that would require to make the house usable. Of course, not the electricity and pipe working, and not anything like that, but maybe the isolation and the painting part and all of that. I would like to work on my house like that. So yeah, I think a container house could be fun to do in real life, but that's a project that it's not for now. So yeah, that's why I said a container home. And by the way, here, as you can see, I kind of made the shower snap a little bit inside the wall, so you cannot see the other two corners or the other two walls or glass walls of the shower, because they are snapped into the wall. And that's, I did it on purpose because I didn't want the other two parts to show, and I think it looks nice. And I didn't use the store showers because I know not everyone has store content, so I decided to use this shower, which is from Pets, I think. So yeah, that way you don't need to use you don't need to have store content, even though, and I say this a lot of times, but people don't seem to realize it. You don't need to have all the content that you see on a house. You don't need to have all the expansion packs, and you don't need to have all the store content. You can still download it, and the only thing that's going to happen is, let's say if I used a lamp that is from the store, a lamp that is from the store, or a chair that is from the store, those two items are not going to appear, or are just going to be replaced with items that you do have. And sometimes that is not going to look good, but all the other things are still going to appear if you do have them, and you just have to change those little things that don't really appear or are replaced with other objects. Unless that you don't have a lot of the content that I use, maybe you shouldn't download it. But if you have the majority of the content, like if everything that you don't have is just like a few paintings and a few decoration items, you can still replace it, and those items are not going to appear or are going to be replaced with other items. It's not like it's going to be any kind of problem. So yeah, guys, you can download it even if you don't have everything. So yeah, because that's a question that not even a question, sometimes it's just a statement, like oh, I would really like to download this, but I can't because I don't have this expansion pack. Well, when it says that is required this expansion pack, it might be just because I put in one couch or one chair from that expansion pack, and I didn't even use anything else. So yeah, sometimes I only have one object from that expansion pack and it appears on the requirements, but that doesn't mean that you need that expansion pack to download it. It just means that you need that expansion pack for that object to appear and to look everything the same. So yeah, and even though I'm explaining this, I know there will still be people without knowing this, and because not everyone listens to the video, which is normal, I understand that perfectly. I did that before too. When I didn't have time, I just skipped to the end of the video to see the screenshots, or I don't know, I kind of did both of the extreme sides. I can be not even looking at the video and just having the video playing and I'm hearing the person and doing something else, and I did the opposite as well, like not hearing at all and just seeing the end of the video to see the screenshots. So I understand if people do that as well. Like, I don't think it's bad or anything, it's just normal. But yeah, even though I'm saying this, I know there's still people that are still gonna say, oh, I can't download this, even though they might actually be able to download it. But yeah, and at this moment I think I'm basically done with the bathroom. It's very neutral, and it's still very white. I don't remember if I'm going to change the color to something else. I really don't remember. Oh, it looks like I'm going to bring the shower a bit more. Oh yeah, I did bring the shower a little bit more out of the wall, and you can actually see the glass walls now. I guess it's because I did leave the white bricks, and the walls of the showers help breaking the white of the bricks, because there's too much white, and the walls on the showers help having a little bit of contrast, I guess. And I'm putting a little rug, and I'm trying to bring the colors of the kitchen into the, not the kitchen, the living room into the bathroom. And yeah, I don't know how much time is left, because I think I'm still going to the kitchen again. Yeah, I'm definitely still going to the kitchen because there's still 4 minutes left. Yeah, I'm going to the kitchen again, and I don't remember what else I did in the kitchen, but I'm going there. Oh, I'm going to darker a little bit the floor, I guess, or make it a little bit more yellow and less gray, because it didn't look right, and I wanted the entire... Oh, and I'm going to bring the brick from the kitchen to the bathroom. Okay, that looks way better. I was thinking, did I really left it like with all that white? There's too much. If I did that, that's terrible. I was actually thinking that. Thank God that I put in the bricks, because it does look better with the bricks. Oh, and I put in, yeah, I remember now, I put in washing machine. Since I didn't put in any sink, I decided to put in a washing machine, so your Sims can still like wash the plates without leaving the kitchen, even though it still doesn't make any sense in real life, because you need the sink not only to wash the plates and the glass, and you need the sink mostly to wash your hands before you start to cook, and to wash products that you are cooking with. So it still makes no sense there is no sink, but in The Sims you don't need it, because when they are doing salad they don't wash the salad, they don't do it, so it's fine, they don't wash any vegetables. So yeah, I just realized that Sims are not very hygienic. They are not very hygienic, at least with their cooking. But yeah, so it's fine in The Sims that there's no sink. You still have everything that you need in the kitchen, because you only need the sink in the kitchen to wash the plates, and you have the washing machine, so it's fine. And I'm also adding a little rug, because you know, it needs to be a cozy little house, I think. But yeah, and I also put in a microwave, so your Sims can do like the fast meals kind of things, where they just put in a microwave meal. It's a mix of the both words, okay? Microwave and meal together. Microwave. A microwave meal inside the microwave, and just eat it. But yeah, and I think they can use the microwave when it's in the corner like that. Yeah, they can. I'm pretty sure they can. But yeah, I'm just putting a little bit of a decoration there, so it doesn't look as white. And yeah, not sure what else I'm going to do. I think I'm basically finished at this point. Yeah, I am. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a beautiful and great and wonderful week. Bye.